We are so excited to have James McCormick and Greg Smitherman and Lauren O'Brien from Cloudastructure with us here in studio today. Their ticker symbol is CSAI. We have had them all together on the air before, and as I tell everybody when we get to meet you in person, it's great to see that you're actually full torso people. You're not just cut off at the waist. You're not just robots. Thanks for making the time to come in.
Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely. James, before we talk about the newest and the latest and the greatest with Cloudastructure, if you can, because our audience changes all the time. We get new eyes and we get new ears, and it may seem redundant to us, but to them they're like, oh wow, hey, tell me about this company.
Yeah.
Give us a nickel version overview of Cloudastructure.
Absolutely. So we're a video surveillance company using artificial intelligence, mainly targeted at enterprise customers. Think multifamily properties, right? Apartment complexes, commercial buildings, construction sites, those sorts of things.
Sure.
And our differentiation from other types of reactive security systems is we literally monitor all the activity going on with the cameras we have installed at our customer sites. 8 million video images are processed a day.
Wow.
Right? They go up into the cloud, down into our AI servers, right, at our 2 data centers at the moment, where they're analyzed. And when something is identified as a potential threatening activity, it actually goes to humans in the loop. We have a remote guard center. It goes there. They can actually look at the image. If it is indeed determined that something is wrong, they can talk down to the perpetrators, and 98% of the time, the problem stops before it even starts.
So they're not trying to have their eyes on a whole video wall of all these 8 million places.
No.
AI is doing that for them, and then they're getting alerted if something is out of the norm.
Absolutely.
And hone in on it.
Absolutely.
And then I love the part where they can use their voice to yell at them.
Absolutely.
Essentially. And scare them, right?
Or be nice to them.
Or be nice. It's true.
Right.
It's true.
You in the blue hoodie.
Right,
And
exactly.
that would freak somebody out, right?
Yeah.
Because it's clearly not pre-recorded, right? It's a live person noting what they're doing, but it's also, yes, sometimes it's you in the blue hoodie, or it's, do you need some help?
Yeah.
I love that.
Right.
Yes.
Or there was a video recently of an Amazon guy trying to deliver a package, and he was just going to leave it outside where it was clearly going to get it stolen in half a second, right?
Yeah.
He's like, no, make sure you call somebody, and you can't leave it there.
Right.
And he finally got it done, and someone came up and got the package. So it's a much broader service than just chasing folks away, although certainly do chase the bad guys.
James McCormick, CEO of Cloudastructure, Inc. Greg Smitherman is their CFO. Lauren O'Brien, Chief Revenue Officer. So great to have you here in studio for this episode of the Big Biz Show. Greg, talk about what 2025 was like for this company. 2025
really has been a breakout year for the company. We just reported partial results from 2025. Our financial earnings and audited things will come out at the end of the quarter. But we did just over $5 million in revenue, which was a 270% increase.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Over the
Not too shabby there.
Wow, you guys are working hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Q4 specifically came in almost 1.8 million, 300% over the prior Q4. So from a revenue perspective, the company has really had a spectacular year.
Absolutely.
All driven by Lauren's group. But it's also not just the revenue, which is spectacular. We also signed a whole bunch of contracts, over 6.3 million in total contract value. Because recognized revenue is one thing, it's very accounting oriented, but just the contracts we signed in the year, what's it worth? It's bigger than we can recognize in 1 year because we provide service over a 12-month period.
What are some of the factors do you think that are attributing to that growth? Is it getting out to more people, like more companies are finding out about you, more things that you're developing that are fascinating?
Well, I think our name is getting out there, definitely. Also, there's a trust factor and word of mouth. We stuck with one vertical, primarily multifamily, and they all talk to one another.
Sure.
And we have over 98% customer retention. People love us.
Yeah.
And the word gets out. And so it does make our sales job a little bit easier. But now it also allows us to get into new verticals because we have that credibility in this one and we can get into other ones. And so we're seeing expansion pretty quickly into some other big verticals.
Lauren, on shows past, we've talked about it's great for Cloudastructure to see the growth that this company is having. But as John Q. Public, should I be concerned? Does it mean that crime is on the rise or we actually are living in a more dangerous society? But I think part of that too, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's people are just more aware these days. And it's like, it's the ounce of prevention versus the pound of cure.
Right, it's the proactive nature that James was talking about. And more people, the home ownership is on the decline, right? People are living in multifamily complexes, but they want to be safe. And so that's what they're looking for is they want to feel safe in these environments. And then there is crime on the rise as well.
Yeah, well,
unfortunately.
Yes.
Right?
Can you guys stay over for another segment, please?
Yeah.
We want to ask about the relationships between you three.
Sure.
Do you fight like cat and dogs, or do you get along together?
Did you
That
see my
type of
daughter
thing.
hopping the fence of the pool?
Yeah.